I think one of the most difficult parts of hiring a manager is knowing whether it even makes sense for your creator business. Kevin, I want to start with you. What's the checklist, or how can a creator know what these things are happening in their business? Now it's time, right? And also, what is the difference between hiring an agent and a manager? You've got 2 minutes.
Great question. Start with the agent and the manager. An agent's sole job is to drive revenue. That's all their job is. Bring you as much business as possible, as fast as possible, and make sure that you are making the most you can out of what you've built. A manager's job is to help you oversee your entire team, build your team in most cases, and continue to make sure your team is operating at the optimum level. They're your hand to the king. If you've watched Game of Thrones, that's their job. You are the king, you are the queen, you are the head. They are the person that's there to help you execute on your vision and what you want to do. I think there's a lot of creators out there who have the Ari from Entourage type understanding of what representatives do. And it's not super positive because it's a lampoon on what agents were and did and how they have operated for many decades. It's when you're working with a manager, it's really important to have somebody that you believe in, that believes in you, and is helping you achieve your vision and what you're trying to do. If they're trying to force you to do something you don't want to do, that's not the right fit. For the first part of the question, though, when is the right time? When you feel so overwhelmed by doing things for your business that you can't handle it, and doing that is hurting your creativity, that is when it's definitely time. It's probably a little bit too late almost. If you're approaching burnout, it's way too late. But if you are starting to feel the feelings of, I don't want to do this anymore because of X, give X to somebody else. In some cases, that's a manager. Other cases, it's freelancers, but we can get into that.
Awesome. Kevin, those are some really interesting points, but I also wanted to ask, what is a checklist that a creator can use or follow, and how can they know if these things are happening in their business?
A checklist of items to know when it's time. I'd say off the top, a certain level of revenue. We typically look at 30K of revenue per month. When it comes to sponsorships, if you're specifically looking at sponsorships, which I think should be and should make a bulk of your income as a creator in this sphere and in this timeline, network TV has been recreated in the influencer marketing world. You are NBC, you are CBS. You should have a certain level of interest for your work before you bring on somebody that's working in the creator management space. There are managers that are not creator managers. That might not be a right fit for you. But I would say that the checkpoints, a certain level of revenue are what we say is 30K when it comes to sponsorship management and operations. But it could be less than that. And if you get a list, make a checklist for yourself. If you're going through your day and as you're writing down things in, I like to do this, I don't like to do, when this list is bigger than this list, then it's definitely time to be bringing on somebody, even if you don't have revenue coming in. If you've built that level of a following and you have that much output you need to put out, you might just need to be bringing on somebody to help you monetize that thing and find the right team members to do that. And you could bring a manager in. But I think make a checklist for yourself and go through your day or a week or a month and look at how the disparity between the two sides. I love doing this. This fills me up. I hate doing this. This drags me down. If this list is too big, you need to get someone to come in.